So I got my Slurpee, and she practically threw the cookie at me, and I was... Pause. Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel, and welcome to story time. I have to tell y'all the foolishness that I had to put up with, okay? I was not able to, I won't say I wasn't able to, but, you know, I chose not to drive my car for about 2 weeks, y'all. I could not drive this thing for 2 weeks, but shout out to Ali, y'all, because y'all know I was running up the miles on Ali's car. Y'all know I stay on the go, okay? And I definitely ran his miles up just a little bit.
Oh my God.
But it's a good thing, y'all, that we have 2 vehicles in the household for these exact reasons, y'all. So let me tell y'all what happened. So me and our son was going to the grocery store one day, and I get in the car, and I really hope y'all can see me. It's like really bright out today. I hope y'all can hear me too, because I got the sunroof open. It's really bright. It's such a beautiful day, y'all. It's we in November, but it's 73 degrees out, and it's just absolutely beautiful, like myself. But anywho, so we go to the grocery store, and we get home, and when I go to the grocery store, if I have a whole lot of bags, and I like to back in so that, you know, the trunk will be right there at the garage, and we could just zoom, you know, it makes sense. So I'm backing into the garage, into the driveway, and as I'm backing in, who is this? Black Friday, okay. As I'm backing into the garage, I see big wet spots on the ground, on the driveway. So I'm like, it didn't rain. What are these wet spots? And it's like, it's all confined to one area. So I'm like, is my car leaking? Like, what the heck? Now, I'm one of those people that when I grocery shop, baby, I like to go to multiple different grocery stores. Okay, I go where the deals are. So that was just my first stop. So I had to go out again. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go out again. But this time when I parked my car, I said I'm going to park it at an angle so that the front end is parked somewhere different. Like I'm going to park somewhere else so that I can see, am I leaking or am I tripping, right? So I did just that, and then the next morning when I got up to put Bean on the bus, the spots was there. So I'm like, okay, we're leaking. But of course, by then everything is seeped into the ground, so you can't, there's no color. It's seeped into the ground and there's no color to it. So we had no idea what it is. I decided to look underneath the car, and it was, you know, I looked under it. I got on my hands and knees, and I looked under the car, and I couldn't see that it was leaking, but I did see a stick sticking out from, like, sticking straight up and down out from something underneath the car. So I'm like, what are the odds that I done ran over a stick and then punctured something, and now I'm leaking? You know, I'm automatically thinking the worst. Y'all, please excuse me. I've been craving a Slurpee for a very long time, and while yes, I am, you know, trying to be healthy or whatever you want to consider it, y'all, I'm about to get a Slurpee. Okay, hold on, I'll be right back. All right, y'all, I'm back. So I got my Slurpee, and she practically threw the cookie at me, and I was... Pause. They had a display of cookies on the counter, and I guess she was organizing them, getting them all straight, and she, you know, just gestured them my way. So I said, well, since you go throw the cookie at me, then... Pause. So I bought the cookie, but y'all, I don't know if it's my personality, I don't know what it is, but she only charged me for the cookie, y'all. She didn't even charge me for the Slurpee. So anyway, back to the story. I ain't had Slurpee sugar in some years. Anyway, who is hot? Okay, so back to the story. So I look into the car, I see this stick sticking out. So I tell Ali, I'm like, Ali, it's a stick. You know, but anyway, so Ali jacks my car up like the next day or something like that. He jacks my car up to look underneath and see what's going on. And he did find that it is, in fact, leaking oil. He was able to, it only really leaked when the car was actually running. And he was able to pinpoint exactly where it was coming from. Now, underneath there's like a lining that's under the car. It's like a whole lining under the... Why I look like I don't got no melanin? It's like a whole lining underneath the car, so he couldn't tell exactly what caused the leak or where it was coming from. He could only tell that it was oil that was leaking. So So I called the dealership that's around the corner from the house. Checkered flag. I called the dealership to make an appointment to get my car in there to diagnose and fix the leak. Mind you, right now, by the time I call, it's maybe like, I don't know, September or something like that. They didn't have no appointments until October the 10th. Oh my God. So, I mean, I didn't have no choice but to take it because what else I'm going to do? So, I took the appointment, which was 2 weeks out. But then after I hung up with them, then I called the dealership where I actually got the car from, which is Hall. Y'all know we shout them out all the time. So Hall Chrysler Dodge in Virginia Beach. We didn't want to have to drive all the way to Virginia Beach because you got to go through the Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel. And it's like a 45-minute drive just to get to the beach. And that does not include the tunnel traffic. Anyway, so I called Hall and they was like, yeah, we have an appointment for October 5th. So I'm like, it's 5 days. Like, it's a 5-day difference. But I took the appointment anyway because I want my baby back, right? So, took the appointment. Ali and I drove separately to Virginia Beach so that he could take me to drop the car off. And then we could come back. So, we ended up dropping it off so that it would be there overnight. You know, they have like the overnight drop box or whatever. So, we dropped the car off. I filled out the little paperwork so they knew what was up. I did also, the bezel around my backup camera had started chipping paint. Like, the paint was just chipping really, really bad on it. So, it's still under warranty. So, I'm like, that paint should not be chipping like that. Fix it. Fix it. Okay? So, I had wrote that on the little paper, too. I didn't know what they was going to do with it, but I wrote it on the paper. So, fast forward to the next day, or the next day, I don't know. We dropped the car off and then it was there until the next day. He called me to let me know that it was ready. Something like this, y'all. Called to let me know it's ready. And here's what happened, y'all. Here's why the car was leaking oil. I had recently gotten an oil change, maybe like a few months prior. Had gotten an oil change at Checkered Flag. He told me, and I didn't tell him that I had recently gotten an oil change at Checkered Flag. He told me that because before that, I'm pretty sure I took it to Hall for the oil change before that. He told me, why are you driving right next to me? Y'all hate people drive right next to me for what? Anyway, he told me that whoever did the last oil change, when they put the oil filter on, they screwed it on and it was not flush. He said it was on lopsided, and so that's what caused it to leak.
KA band 34724.
An improperly applied or installed oil filter had my joint leaking, and I couldn't dry that joint. So he's like, I could just replace the oil filter for you, or you could get another oil change. And of course, that's not something that's covered under the warranty, so I'm gonna have to pay for something. So I said, well, at this point, I don't know what them folks have did. I'm about halfway to my next oil change. And mind you, I also switched to synthetic, so I'm supposed to have longer time between the next oil change. But I said, just change the oil. Just change the oil. Just change it. So they changed the oil. And they kept it for an extra day because they painted my bezel. So now I have a nice, bright, white, non-chipped bezel around my backup camera. So yeah, that's what happened, y'all. My car was leaking oil, so I didn't drive it for 2 weeks. So, moral of the story, don't take your car somewhere that you don't trust. I took it to the dealership. I had no reason not to trust the dealership. And I had taken it there before. So, everybody makes mistakes. I do understand that everybody makes mistakes. But, suppose I continued to drive the car, didn't notice that it was leaking oil, and really got hemmed up. Who gonna take responsibility for that? I didn't change the oil. I didn't screw the filter on crooked. You get what I'm saying? So, make sure you trust who you're taking your car to. If you're in Hampton Roads and you don't know who to trust, take it to Hall Chrysler Dodge in Virginia Beach. Tell Stanley we sent you there. If you're in the market for a new car, go to Hall Chrysler Dodge in Virginia Beach and tell Stanley that we sent you there. They got a whole lot of stuff out there. We only saw, I think, one 300 out there. So if you like 300s, we only saw like one out there. But they had a whole bunch of Charger Challengers, Hellcats, Stat Packs, RT Plus. They marked up, but they're there. So if you want one, you better get it while you can. But anyway, y'all let me know if y'all ever ran into that issue. Y'all let me know who, like, how would I even had, you know, what would I have been able to done in that situation? Because I just feel like if I had took it back to Checker Flag and been like, y'all didn't put, you know, I took it up to Hall and they told me this is what happened, so y'all need to reimburse me for this oil change that I just had to get. Something in my spirit just tells me that they wouldn't be with that. So anyway, so that's what happened. And I hope y'all like my hair. Y'all see it. It's looking good. Y'all, this is so good. And I can't wait to eat this cookie, y'all. It looks so good. It's a s'mores cookie. I really wanted a brownie. I was going to get a brownie. But they ain't had nothing up at the counter. So, I'm on my way to pick up a few additional things real quick. And then I'm going on back home. We had a nice chill weekend. I hope y'all had a nice weekend. It's been cool. Y'all, if y'all haven't checked out our new channel, really Ali's new channel, but our new channel, 300 Reasons, especially if you're like really big into 300s or you really like the 300s, check out the 300 Reasons channel. It's all 300 content, and it is growing fast, okay? It is growing fast, and you don't want to miss out on that. So y'all check that channel out. Make sure you subscribe over there. Subscribe over here if you have. I mean, if you haven't subscribed over here yet, then no. I don't know what you got going on, but make sure you hit that subscribe button. Like this video if y'all enjoyed my little story. You know, hit that like button. Drop me a comment. You know, I love replying to y'all's comments. So let us know what you think. Let us know what y'all got going on. And as always, thank y'all for watching. Thank you so much for your support. And we'll see y'all on the next video, which is coming very, very, very fast. Have a great day, everyone.